Ambienti Radio. Tu radio en internet.
After 5 years of silence, Mørket, the first exponent of Scandinavian action metal, returns with a long-awaited third album, tercer, Dödsångestens, fågelsång. I can't pronounce it pretty good, but in English it's the version of moral anxiety. With a blend of black metal and punk energy, the Finnish band has matured their sound, injecting their vitality with the audition of guitarrist Arttu Hurme and delivering more powerful lyrics than ever. Known for their explosive international concerts, Mørket is ready to return to the global scene with an album that speaks of overcoming the past, burying suffering, and remerging towards new possibilities. Today, we speak with Janne Leskinen, bassist and vocalist, about this long-awaited return. Hello, Janne. How are things?
Thank you. Nice to be here. Things are fine. I was just like we discussed before. I'm feeling very Finnish at the moment. I just spent 8 hours working, and then I went to the gym, and then I went to the sauna, and then I had a cold dip in water, and now I'm doing an interview about heavy metal music. So it doesn't get more Finnish than that, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's not the moment to say perkele.
Yeah. Perkele is always valid.
Okay, so it's been 5 years since your last album. How would you describe the creative process that led to the new album?
Well, to be put in like 2 words, it's been long and it's been grueling, and 5 years is a long time building up something like from scratch, and then seeing it emerge as a complete album is I have yet to like process the whole thing, but it's taken a lot of time. Of course, there's been a lot of setbacks globally. As we know, we had the virus epidemic, the pandemic, which took like a good 2 years out of the process, and then we're currently in the middle of 2 like huge wars in Europe and in the eastern parts of Europe, and those without a doubt affect everyone like living here in Finland. And so a lot has been going on, and the process was it did take a while, but I feel we're very happy with the outcome.
That sounds awesome. The album's title is very evocative. What story or message did you want to convey with the Song of the Birds of Mortal Anguish?
Well, I think you put it like you talked about it a little in the intro. I feel like there are 2 terms there. There's the fågelsång, which is like a bird song that is the same as like equal to saying goodbye to something, and Dödsångestens translates to like a fear of dying or fear of stuff happening, fear for the future, and fear for giving up on things. And I feel like we as a band are ready to like in a way let go of the past, let go of the last 5 years, and move on, in a sense that we want to now like leave it all behind, and we want to play music, and we want to have a good time. It's been a rough 5 years for everyone, so I think it's time for everyone to leave that behind and like enjoy life for a change now.
Okay, that's sounds really personal and really joyful as well. Musically speaking, how has Mørket evolved from Orto to this new album?
Well, Uru had like some of the old, like this is our 3rd album, and Uru was the second, and Uru still had like some traces of the first album, and the first album was quite like, we were in our 30s when we did that, and we were like beginners. We had a new band and we were full of excitement and full of like wild ideas, and so it was a little bit of a mess. And then Uru, I think, was a little more like a thoughtful, and we put a little thought in the process, and we matured also a little for that record. But now with Del Tre, or part 3, if we want to use that word, it's become, the music's become very much more like streamlined, and there has been a lot of thought put into, I think, the arrangements. Like the lyrical side is there. It's very much the same like in Uru. Eric joined the band in like in the middle of the writing process, or maybe the recording process of Uru. So he brought in the Swedish lyric side, and I provide the Finnish lyrics. So the lyric side was there already, and now all of the music, like basically for part 3, was written by Arttu, our new guitarist. So coming from one source, I think it means that the music is like compact in a way. So, and then we do as I said, the arrangements were done like as a band, like all the 5 of us. So we put a lot of thought into that, and we were able to like streamline a lot of the musical side also. So that makes it like I think like a nice combination of heavy music from different parts of the scene.
Yeah. Speaking about that awesome combination, since I listened to your music, I wanted to ask you about your musical style, because it's defined, it's officially defined as a mixture of between black metal and punk crust. But I wonder, how is it possible to mix all that?
I think that's a good question. For us, I think it all comes out very naturally. The music we write and the music I write, the music Arttu writes, is like a combination of everything that we like listen to and what we go through personally, and we also share like bands that we get excited from. And so black metal and punk in general, I think, have something in common, like being anti-establishment. Like black metal is a lot like being anti-organized religion, and punk is about being against like a certain side of the society. So there's like a combination, but there are also differences. Like black metal, in black metal, I think the point is that you have to seek for the answers from yourself, and punk, I feel like, is like more about coming together and joining like together and like form some kind of force that maybe could the force that could like could make some kind of change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think the match is quite natural, in fact. But I know there's also a lot of black metal people don't feel like punk is something they like, and vice versa. So.
And vice versa, obviously. Yeah, I suppose so, because there are people very orthodox in that in that sense.
That is also a connection, because like true black metal people are very like they like to keep on to the thing that they have, and that is same with punk music. So again, another like
it's another
connection
view
between these two. Yes.
Yeah. So the addition of Arttu Hurme seems to have influenced your sound. How has the band's dynamic changed?
I mean, Arttu joined the band like already like 2 or 3 years ago. So I have a little difficult time like thinking back that far. We've gone forward from that time, but basically we have had to like learn again how to like act as a band. We have formed in a way a new band. Like every time a single like band member changes, the dynamic changes. So it has demanded some work, but then again, Arttu was like familiar with our drummer Aapo before. They have had a past together. They've played in bands, so they know their each other very well, and so it helped, I think, a lot in Arttu like joining us. But yeah, it's taken some effort to like everyone to find their own spot in a five member like group where everyone we all like will do something so for the band. So it's been nice seeing that Arttu has found his place, and he's like donated a lot for the band, not only musically, but he designs a lot of our shirts, all of our shirts at this time. He's done a lot of designing for our the whole like the recording. So the visual like appearance is all Arttu.
Yeah, that's always maybe difficult to work together with many people, but it's it adds a lot of things as well, positive things as well.
Yes, after everything clicks together, then it's good. But I can't say that it has been easy. It never is easy.
That's a process.
Yes, we have a five member like polyamorous, like a marriage, if you will. So that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I assume that. As you said before, your lyrics alternate between Finnish and Swedish. Why did you decide to maintain this linguistic interaction on this album?
Well, I think the main reason is that Erik is like a Finnish Swede, so his mother's tongue is Swedish, so he writes in Swedish. So, and I'm like whole Finnish. I speak Finnish. I do speak some Swedish also, but my mother tongue is Finnish. So I think it comes from that, simply that it's like natural for Erik to write in Swedish. And he's a good writer, although he does often say that he's not a musician at all. He just shouts. But I think he's an artist in a way. So he writes good material, and then, well, yeah. We also find it that it's interesting. It keeps everything interesting to like vary between these languages, and I enjoy it a lot. I think it brings a nice like side and an interesting point to our music, and I do like it.
Cool. There are songs in the album with very striking titles like Hogaraflik, The House of Leek, or Enkirkabrinner, The Bridge of the Sun. How did these concepts emerge?
Well, I can help you with the translations. Like Högar av Leek basically translates to Högar av Leek basically translates to piles of bodies. So that's something. So that's a story that Erik could maybe tell a little better, but it concerns like a friend of his, like really starting to flip out, and he was seeing stuff, and he thought that there were like piles of bodies everywhere and stuff like that. So it's like it comes from that background. And also, well, En kyrka brinner, that translates to like a church is burning. Like,
God. Yeah.
And the lyric
I understand now.
Yes.
It has a black metal sense.
And the chorus basically goes, "Is it any wonder if you see a church burning?" So, and the verses are about like going through all the stuff that organized religion has caused humankind at times. So it's more of like not attacking like a certain a religion or a certain church or people, but like maybe just asking the question, is it really that odd that these things are happening? Not as much like in the 90s now, but every now and then I guess it still happens.
Okay, and speaking about these concepts and these topics on your lyrics, how did this 5-year hiatus influence the album's topics, themes, and even energy?
Well, I think it as time went by, like the frustration and the energy like simmered and like it brought stuff together, like, so I think it did definitely, like, you can hear it from the album. Then again, you can't count like 2 years off of it because the pandemic, well, it just basically shut everything down also here in Finland, and we weren't able to practice or play live for 2 years. So make it 3 years that we made this album, but 3 years also feels like a long time. But that it also felt long because of the frustration, and we were like so eager to get the record out and get people hearing it. So that is the energy that you hear there, I think.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And from the first riff to the final production, which song do you feel best defines the essence of this album?
I would like to name 3 songs. I can't name just
you
one,
can,
but I would like
can.
to name 3 songs. I think I think the first song, 7 minuter, or 7 minutes. I think that from the beginning, from the get-go, like says it all. This is what's happening. This is what we're all about. It's all about groove. It's all about attack. It's all about loud screaming vocals and blast beats and the groove. But then again, at the in the halfway of the record, we drop down to like dissociatio, which is like a mellow track, and it's about like the human mind like falling apart, and when you start like really seeing stuff and you can't control your thoughts anymore. So from that pit, we then towards the end we emerge, and the last track, Hatar att leva, or Hate to Live, is like a definitive like Mørket song, in a way that it combines everything that has happened on the previous like 40 minutes of the album. And the ending of the album, I don't want to spoil it, but it just gives me goosebumps every time. I don't feel bad about saying that the end is really, really good, and I don't want to spoil it, but I really want people to hear it and feel it, how it makes you feel, the end.
Oh, so I guess that's gonna be your favorite song in the album.
Yes, one of the favorite songs. I get most pumped up after like 7 minuter, because that's the opening track, and we also use that as the opening track for our gigs. So I get like hyped up because of that track, and it also gives me, every time it gives me like I react with my body to the song, and I know that now it's the time to go. Now it's the time to perform. So it's like a physical reaction.
Oh, sounds really, really exciting. Yeah, because
I know it is. It is.
Yeah. I think or in my opinion, I think everything you want from an album or from a band it's a physical reaction. Yes, with no more explanations.
That is good.
Yeah,
that is what we aim for.
And speaking about the physical reactions, your concerts are renowned for their intensity. How do you plan to bring the energy of the new album to the stage on this tour, on Summer Festival?
Well, we've played 2 shows now after the release, and since we've turned the whole gig set has been put like into a new form. So I know we have the energy, but it does take a lot of concentrating at this time because we have a lot of songs on the set list that are really, really hard to play. So we try to bring in the energy, but now it's been refreshing also to play new songs and play new music and see how people react to that. And I personally react to that, what I see in the audience. If I see people enjoying themselves, feeling good about our music, and coming together and in like this ether-like energy that builds up in the room, I get a lot of I get everything from that, out of that. So that is when it's like I can't find the words, but it's like a reactive thing.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that, that you said that maybe the songs are going to be hard to be played live because they are very complex. And I was thinking while preparing the interview that your style is certainly very unique. So much so that I think you have been able to create your own brand in the sense that you mix a lot of styles, but you got a unique style as well. So maybe is that what makes that more difficult to play live?
Well, first of all, that is maybe the biggest compliment I can have. I thank you for that, because I always aim for like originality in music. I've been playing in bands for 25 something years, and I have always had the mindset that I don't want to do anything that is boring or has been done before. I know that's a lot to say, and I also know that our music can seem like it has like many familiar things happening there. For like fans of Kvelertak from Norway, people can hear a lot of that there. We've also there are something that Converge has done or Mastodon has done. These are the names that we usually like to drop. So, but then again, always when we as a band we get together and we play, I think we aim for originality, and so I think that's a big thing, and I know it's not for everyone, but for the ones who like find it and feel it, I think we share something at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have a guest as well in your new album, Felix Liebeck. Could you describe to us what is new with him, or I imagine maybe the black metal voice, or I don't know. Tell us about this collaboration.
Yes, Felix sings only on Högaravlik, and he's friends with Erik. They are both Finnish Swedes, so they know each other. And Felix actually is like from a very different background than us. He sings, and I don't know if he plays guitar, but he's in a Finnish like indie rock band called Bad Sauna. And so I think that was actually like a funny little like contrast to like he thought it was a great idea to join us and try to in his words scream in Swedish, because he doesn't get to do that in his own band. So he was thrilled about that. So it's only in Högaravlik, but I think that his feature really like makes the song. It brings a whole like different energy to the second verse where he joins, and after that the rest of the choruses where his vocal is actually very like in your face in the mix. So that is what you hear. That is Felix Liebeck, and we're very thankful for him that he could join us and he could do that. And we had him on one gig where he also did like a cameo appearance there. We hope to get to do that again sometimes, but he's also a busy guy. He has a band or bands, and he's I think currently like in the start of a solo like career or something. So he has a lot going on also. But he's a cool guy, and he's super talented. So it was an honor to get to work with him.
Yeah, and the result is awesome. So, and
Yes.
finally, looking ahead, what goals does Mørket have after this album? And how do you see your music evolving in the coming years?
Well, first and foremost, I think we are aiming for like summer festivals in Finland next summer. That is our main goal, to get to play as a lot of shows as possible, mainly in the summer, because like that's when Finland like wakes up music wise and culture wise. There's something happening in every part of this land on the summer like weekends. There's not like the smallest town that has like their own little festivities and stuff like that. So I think that if we could like get to do like 3, 4, 5 different festivals, that would be cool. And the main aim is to play at maybe at Tuska or Helsinki Metal Festival, that are the leading two like heavy music festivals in Helsinki. And
Absolutely.
well, in a way, I think in Finland too. But that is where we aim at this point. And what comes to like new music, Arttu told us that he has a whole bank like full of riffs already, so he's eager to do more music. But I also know that he's pretty tired and worn up because after this process of this album. So we'll maybe try to get the best out of this that we can out of this record. But I have said in previous interviews that I would like to see a new album from us in 2, maximum 3 years. That is we don't want to do this 5-year like cycle again. The first album and Uru, there was like 4 years between that, and now Uru and Tercer was 5 years, and that is way too long.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, having in account that we got a pandemic outbreak, maybe it explains a lot. But yeah, I think you are in the way to be able to work faster this time. Okay,
Yes.
Janne, that's all for my part. I just thank you very much because you're being here with TNT Radio Rock, and we hope you are able to do a bigger tour in Europe and maybe visit Spain. We got an absolute nice weather. You can enjoy
Yes.
that well, apart from the fans.
I did miss that. We would like to be in Europe. We would like to go abroad. That is also some as an aim, like a goal at some point. That is definitely going to happen, and Spain would sound terrific.
Yeah, has to happen. Okay,
Yes.
so thank you very much again, and we hope to have more news this time before, no 5 years after that. So we're very glad to have you here again.
Thank you.